All right, welcome to USQ Cup 2025. My name is Carlton Klingscales. I'll be your play-by-play commentator.
And I'm Justin Bogart. I'll be your color commentator.
All right, and so we have started our match between Emerson College and Brown Bears Quadball. So right now, Brown Bears, they have possession of the Quadball, currently held by keeper number 9. Oh wait, not that's number 9. Sorry, number 12, Tommy Flathers. Taking the quad ball up pitch for Brown Bears. So far, the score is 0-0. The game just started. Passing it up to his other chaser, going back up to Flathers. Flathers going back down to back towards the bottom with his other chaser. Trying to see his number 30. That would be Atman Shah going back to Flathers. Flathers dancing, driving, pass back to number 13. Oh, intercepted by good interception by Emerson. Taking the quad ball by the keeper, number 39. Daniel Baradat driving. Baradat looking back past the number 24. And the hoops, but 24 recovers, and that's a good goal by. That is a good goal by number 24 on Emerson. Brown Bears has the quad ball now. Score is currently 10-0 in favor of Emerson. Flathers with the quad ball approaches mid-pitch. Would knock down one of the hoops. But let's see what happens as Brown Bears go for their second offensive possession, passing number 9. You find Guau. Guau passes back to Flathers. Flathers a keeper. Flathers going back left. With the quad ball, he has one beater protection. Right now, Emerson has beater control, dodgeball control. Back to Flathers. Flathers with the pass over the hoops. In danger.
Another hoop down.
Yeah, 2 hoops down. The only hoop up right now is the middle hoop. Let's see what Brown Bears does. Take the shot. Shot goes over and out of bounds in the back. Emerson will get another chance to score.
It's a little tough when 2 hoops go down. To score.
Like 1 hoop is already hard enough down, but 2 hoops, you really have that middle hoop. I understand the shot process there. Here comes Emerson.
Teams yesterday were using their reset to get the hoops to, get put back up.
Yeah.
When they went down because of the wind.
Thankful to the ARs and goal refs for stepping in, being able to help that. Baradat passed it off to number 5, down to number 24 on Emerson. Moving around, they pass it over to Baradat. Baradat has good beater protection. We got some beater action going on. Let's see what Emerson does with that. Emerson driving, shooting, and it went over the hoops. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Brown Bears quad ball. Nice defensive possession there by Brown Bears to hold Emerson off on the shot attempt, and let's see what happens here. Looks like we got another hoop down on the Brown Bears defensive side. We good? All right. Flathers with the quad ball coming up the right side, passing it down deep to number 13. Will Richardson. Richardson goes back to Flathers. Flathers looking to see what he has. With beater play, going back to Richardson. Richardson looks back to Flathers. They're passing back and forth along the right sideline, trying to see if something opens up from their beaters. Flathers wants to drive, gets beat, passes off to Richardson. Richardson drives and scores on the shortest hoop. We still have some beater play happening. Emerson's calling none, which could be a fast break for Emerson, but the quad ball has to be retrieved. Let's see if they get it. They're still calling none. It looks like they have plenty of time. Let's see if Emerson can take advantage of the fast break.
Got the dodgeball.
They did get the dodgeball, so it might not be the easy fast break they were looking for. But Emerson's still driving back up to number 17, Jonathan Nam. Jonathan looking, gets pushed back over the hoops to number 24. She gets wrapped up. Number 39 almost had it, but it was knocked out of bounds. It looks like it'll go back to Brown Bears quad ball. Our score is still tied 10-10. Another good defensive stand by Brown Bears.
Yeah, Emerson looks like they're constantly trying to fast break in this game, but so far Brown seems to be able to stop their momentum.
Yes. Flathers with the quad ball. Up on the left side now. Let's see what he does. He moves along the side, even with the hoops, pass off to the side, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be Emerson's ball. Emerson moving quickly. Looks like they want to try it. Maybe another fast break, but they slow it down. They do have dodgeball control, and that could help them offensively. As Emerson sets up offensively, it looks like they're in some sort of diamond formation on up on the sideline. Number 5 passes up to number 24. Um, Over to Jonathan Nam. Jonathan Nam goes back and easy score for number 39, Daniel Baradat. And just like that, Emerson takes their first lead of the game. Brown Bears going up with the quad ball. Number 12, Tommy Flathers. Flathers still with the quad ball behind his beater, number 17, Fia Buffy. Fia makes a nice beat to try to clear a hoop, and
Ooh, nice
Flathers
shot there.
shoots. Good shot by Flathers to
I
tie up
like
the game.
how Brown was spread out in that possession. They had a lot of passing options there.
Emerson driving again with Baradat. He makes a cross mid-pitch, looking to see his options, passes off to number 24, over to number 17, Jonathan Nam. Jonathan looking, no goal, but pass behind hoops,
nice
wrapped up. Let's see what happens here. Able to get out of the wrap. What strength. Can they finish?
Nice.
Yes. What a nice finish there.
I really thought they were going to take them down.
Yeah. But that's Amiri Rivera Sila with the score. What a nice way to break from the contact, and Emerson takes the lead again. Flathers passes over to chaser number 13, Will Richardson. Let's see what they do on this possession. Richardson goes behind both beaters, has good protection from Meredith Chang, and
Oh, the pass was a little too high for the chaser and the behind the hoops.
yes, and now we have a turnover back to Emerson. Let's see if they can extend their lead here. Right now, chaser number 24 has the quad ball, advancing up pitch, looking around, seeing what their options are. As Emerson sets up in their offensive possession, they have cross mid pitch. Brown Bears currently has dodgeball control. This could be good. This could be good for them defensively. As number 24 fakes a pass, surveys the field over to Daniel Baradat. Let's see what Baradat does. Going back to Amiri behind the hoops, who passes up back to number 24.
If they get it, it's a reset.
That will be a reset. So if it goes over mid pitch again, that will be a turnover. But we have 24 driving, shooting.
Is no good.
Missed shot there. And looks like it'll be a turnover back to Brown Bears. And Will Richardson will be the one to inbound that.
It's hard to get the shot off that you want when the other team has dodgeball control, right? And they're having their beaters be right by the hoops, preventing you from getting that shot.
Yeah, that could be definitely a very difficult shot. It was a valiant effort, though, as Brown Bears comes up with the quad ball. Rana and number 17 or 27, nice beat there. Passes back to a new keeper in the game.
There.
Just
missed the shot.
Just missed the shot, but recovered by number 8. Driving.
Oh,
got knocked down. Let's see what happens. Oh, nice spin move.
Good pass.
And
there we go. Now it finally went through the hoop.
Satmik Paduri with the finish there. Emerson running. Daniel Baradat has no dodgeball in front.
That looks like
high contact wrap. And still recovered by Emerson. As Amiri continues to drive, another missed tackle. Driving, dunking, scoring. Second goal for Amiri Rivera Sila. We still have some beater exchanges going on around mid-pitch, as Brown Bears seems to wonder what's going on, and now they're moving. They see there's no dodgeballs from Emerson. They're driving.
They're up. Shot's no good.
Just up over the top of the hoop. That was Karsten driving for Brown Bears.
The beater there caused the keeper to rush the shot there a little bit.
Yeah, as you're driving as a chaser or anyone, if you see that beater, you know that your time is running out, so you got to get a shot off if you're not already at the hoops. Quad ball being brought up by number 17 on Emerson, Jonathan Nam. Nam, across mid-pitch now. Going on the left side. Looks like they want to pass. Gets it down to number 99. Amiri, pass back to Nam. Amiri was beat, passing over to 24 in the center. Number 24 Oh, nice swim move over the defending chaser. Jonathan Nam recovers the quad ball. There's some beater action happening. Looks like all dodgeballs are on the ground. Can they score? Gets out of another wrap. Ooh, what a
but we have a stoppage of play.
We have a stoppage of play. I believe that's our first stoppage of the game. Let's see what the refs call here. Either way, we had some good defensive efforts by Brown Bears there.
Yeah, Brown has definitely brought the physicality today in this first game of the day, 8:30 time slot.
Yes, they woke up and they were ready, but Emerson is ready too. They've broken out of some of those tackles. But let's see what the call is here. The refs normally don't want to stop play to give advantage unless they have to, so it looks like whatever call they made or whatever call they're making.
Yeah.
All right. It looked. So we got yellow card number 66 from Brown Bears, illegal contact from behind. So the physicality can come with a risk, though, if you don't get your feet set or you don't tackle from the correct area.
So Emerson's going to have a power play here.
Let's see what they do.
Brown, chaser 1 minute in the box or until, another card.
All right, so we have two Brown Bears yellow card on one possession.
2 players in the box.
You could almost call that a double power play.
Double power play. Emerson has the quad ball.
Driving.
Oh, the shot. It just off the rim of the hoop.
A nice recovery by Brown Bears keeper, number 1, Karsten Asua.
They're going to look to, pass it off here. Is that?
And Karsten is able to
stop it before it goes out of bounds. There we go. But it's beat out.
Oh, does get beat out.
All right, so there's still the 2 players for Brown in the box here.
As Rivera Sila takes the quad ball up past mid-pitch. Looks like they want to drive. Beater gets beat out. And hoops get knocked down again. But they're still done. They're still calling done.
Nice wrap.
Another nice wrap. Another beat. And a drive and dunk. Amir Rivera Sila. That's another goal for Emerson. Emerson takes now a 2-goal lead. It is currently 50-30. We are at about 11 minutes of gameplay. And I believe that goal releases one of the penalized Brown Bears players. Or it looks like both of them are in now. The time could have run out. They only spend 1 minute in the penalty box.
That was a good play by Emerson's beaters to beat out the person wrapping the chaser so that they could get free to score there.
All right, let's see what Brown Bears does with this possession. They now have all their players back. Tommy Flowers passes off to the side.
Oh, nice beat.
That was a nice beat. And it will be turned over. And Emerson has no dodgeball opportunity to score. Jonathan Naum takes the quad ball, passes off to number 24. 24 wants to drive and still dancing around. Brown Bears congested in the middle defensively, and they stopped what could have been a fast break. That was a nice way for Brown Bears to prevent that fast break, but Emerson still has a quad ball with Amiri with the quad ball driving and
shot
right through the middle hoop.
Nice.
And we have another stoppage in play. If it stands, that was another good goal by Emerson Quadball.
The hoops keep getting knocked over.
Yes.
I wonder if this is what the refs are discussing. Oh, yeah. No goal.
No goal. Beat before. Okay.
Right. Wow, nice beat.
All right. Good job, Brown Bears, there to save what could have been a goal, but Rivera Sila was beat before, and Brown Bears has the quad ball. They're going to hand it off to their keeper. We're still waiting on refs to resume play. Tommy Flowers is about to hand it off to Mateo Tsai upon resumption of play, but the refs are still talking.
We need a sub here for Emerson.
Okay. So it looks like Rivera Seal will be stepping out. In comes number 5, Caden Lisa for Emerson. Um, as Amir goes to the bench, I believe they had scored 3 of Emerson's last quad ball goals. Um, but Caden Lisa, I'm sure is excited for the opportunity to help Emerson protect their lead. All right, and as play resumes, Mateo Sai with the quad ball coming up the pitch. We are at 12 minutes of game time, only 8 minutes until halftime. Emerson is up 50-30. Let's see what Brown Bears does in this possession as they pass over to the far sideline. We got number 30, Atman Shah. Shaw
Nice
pass over to
pass.
Flanders over the
Oh,
defense, and
the
what a
hoop got
nice
knocked down.
beat by Emerson there. And we got a beater exchange around mid pitch, and it looks like there's another no dodgeball opportunity. Emerson looking to drive.
Right.
Jonathan
Peter
Nam.
just got the dodgeball back.
But Jonathan Nam on the other side of where the dodgeball is passing towards where the
Nice
dodgeball
beat.
is. Nice
Oh,
beat, and it looks like it should be Brown Bears ball, but number 5 from Emerson passes off to number 37. Back to Jonathan Nam. Jonathan Nam looking, dances around the defense. Caden Lisa with a nice screen. Passes back over to Caden Lisa and passes back to Jonathan Nam.
It looks like we have an advantage situation here. The head ref has their hand up.
Off
Is
broom.
out. Yep.
Yep. So let's see what the penalty call is here. The ref seems to know what they want to call, reaching for the pocket of potential card. Going to consult other refs first. Currently, it looks like it might go back to Emerson, but we're waiting to see what the call is going to be here. Current game time is 13:16.
Extended discussion. You want to make sure you get the call right.
Uh-huh.
And
You don't want to rush into
you
anything as a ref.
figure out the right person who made the penalty.
Yeah. We have a little ref discussion going on. And let's see what the correct call is here.
All right, so it looks like the deliberation is over.
We have the head ref going to talk to one of the Brown Bears quad ball players, one of their chasers.
Number 8.
And it looks like they'll be heading on over to the penalty box. Let's see what the official ref call is here. All right, so number 8 from Brown Bears played after beat, wrapping a player after being beat, which gives the quad ball back to Emerson. It looks I see one dodgeball on the ground, and then the other dodgeball held by Megan Brown on Emerson, and the third dodgeball can't see from here, but it could be another no dodgeball opportunity for Emerson.
Oh,
Ooh,
the who played defense, but picked back
a nice
by Emerson.
offensive rebound and score by number 24 on Emerson. They now lead 60-30. All right, passing it back to 51 on Brown Bears. Mateo Sai. Mateo walking up the pitch. It looks like Brown Bears made a couple of beater substitutions. We have a stoppage of play.
We have a timeout.
Timeout, Brown Bears.
So this is a good timeout. Just recuperate, strategize. They're down by 30. It's 60-30. So they just want to discuss how to stop Emerson's drives, and then on their own offensive possessions, find the shots that have been working for them.
And it's certainly not the end of the world where they are right now. They're only down 30. If it were halftime right now, a snitch catch could put them right back in the game. You definitely want to keep it within this range if you were to be down.
And, Emerson, they're probably telling their players to just keep playing the way they've been playing. They've been kind of winning the quad ball game
Yeah,
thus far.
they've certainly won the quad ball game. They've had some really nice drives, and their beaters are doing a great job creating no beater opportunities to give Emerson a lot of easy drives, which has really helped give them this 3 goal lead so far. But I got to give it, Brown Bears is they're still bringing the defensive intensity. They are not letting Emerson get anything easy. Like even some of their no beater opportunities have been stalled just because of how intense Brown Bears defense has been.
I think, every time Emerson has come down the pitch, Brown has made at least one wrap on one of
Yes.
the Emerson quad ball players.
And that's what you love to see as a spectator and as a coach, as someone on the sidelines. You want to see that defensive intensity. You don't want to see runs back and forth, easy goals. As fun as that might be for the players, it's much more fun to see these grudge matches where they get to make it hard for each other.
Definitely. So the timeout should be ending soon.
Yes, timeouts are only a minute.
Yep.
All right. It's time for players to return to brooms. Brown Bears will have the quad ball to start after the timeout. Score is currently 60-30 if you're just joining us. This is Brown Bears quad ball versus Emerson quad ball at US Cup 2025. This is day 2 where all the games mean things. This is bracket play.
You advance in the bracket
Uh-huh.
if you win, and if not,
And winner of this game would play
Blue Jay Quad Ball Club.
All right. So that's what the winner of this game is looking forward to. Emerson right now in the driver's seat, but we still have a close game as we are at close to 14 minutes of gameplay. So this is still anybody's game. It's a nice competitive game.
Refs are making sure that the hoops are the correct distance away from themselves.
Uh-huh. That is a good check because it has been very windy. Wind has even knocked over our area. We had to make sure we got things settled too. So if we're having trouble, I know the hoops are having trouble too. So
Yeah, when it's windy like this, maybe short passes.
uh-huh. Like you
Make
don't want to see
sure
a
that
ton of long passes with the wind like this.
the wind could take the quad ball away from where you anticipated
Yeah.
the pass.
And we have seen a few passes that I feel like were carried by the wind where they wanted to get it across pitch, but the wind carried it out of bounds and that led to a turnover. All right. Remount. And here we go. Brown Bears has the quad ball. Will Richardson in net keeper for Brown Bears. Will pass it off to the side. Karsten back up to Will Richardson. Passing back and forth between the two on the left sideline.
A two-person game right now, looking for passing options
Mm-hmm.
behind the hoop.
Passing it back to Richardson, or passing up to Richardson, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, it looks like that's going to be a turnover. Or it should be, or not.
what? The Emerson kicked it back to the other side, but Brown picked it up.
Okay. All right. So then we're driving and scoring. What a nice dunk by number 12, Tommy Flathers for Brown Bears to cut this to a 2-goal lead.
That was a good recovery by Brown after the almost.
Yeah, after the almost turnover. Normally, if the quad ball goes all the way back to the keepers, then that should be a turnover. But if it was kicked by Emerson, that saved Brown Bears from getting the ball turned over. As we have a beat near the hoops, Emerson looking to drive. They pass back Nam over to a beater was in the way, but now over to number 24, Leary. Leary passes to Rivera Sila. 99 driving. Amiri going back up towards the top. Looking around, goes back towards his left, back to their left, gets wrapped up.
But recovered.
Yes, good recovery there.
So again, there's that intensity from Brown wrapping the players, not making it easy for Emerson to score.
And Brown Bears, they also have dodgeball control and another hoop knockover. But will Emerson still be able to score as Jonathan Nam passes over to Leary? Leary drops, gets beat on the head. Picked up by Will Richardson, driving, scoring. And sorry, that was Tommy Flathers, driving, scoring. Brown Bears climbing back into this one, 50-60. Emerson is in the lead right now. 3 Emerson players tagging back in. It looks like we'll have some substitutions. Or not. All right, now I'm subs off, and then coming back in is Daniel Baradat. Baradat going up the right sideline while Rivera Sila takes it up the middle. Leary on their left. Rivera Sila looking towards their right. Pass it over to 83, Maya Shakeen. Shakeen recovers the quad ball, going back to Rivera Sila, back to Shakeen. Shakeen going up the right side, back to Rivera Sila. Rivera Sila wants to drive, started to drive, gets wrapped up over to Leary. Leary back to Rivera Sila, looking, going back towards the center, shoots over the hoops. Been Baradat, nice hut. Um, but but it gets wrapped up, and it looks like we're gonna have a stoppage of play. That could be another card on Brown Bears as the refs come to deliberate, and Brown Bears once again bringing that defensive intensity
And
every possession.
Brown Bears were playing the defense where they had a quad ball player on each of the hoops. They were doing very well at keeping their hands up,
Yes.
preventing a easy pathway shot into the goals there.
So let's see what the call is going to be here. As the refs are deliberating on the far sideline from us. Our current game time right now is 16:34. So we have about 3.5 minutes until intermission or halftime, whatever you want to call it. And it looks like we have um, Megan Brown heading towards the penalty box from Emerson. So that head beat that we saw, I think that was an illegal head beat from Emerson, and that will be a yellow card. As the refs continue to reset, the quad ball is currently in the hands of Maya Shakeen right at hoops. So this could be a very quick.
That's what. So
Or it was turned over to Brown Bears?
due to the card.
Oh, that's right. Emerson was the one that got the card. That makes sense. All right. Okay. I'm hearing none call.
Fast break by Brown here.
Brown driving.
Oh!
What a recovery by Flathers, who gets the score. Tommy Flathers has tied the game. We are now at 60-60, approaching 17 minutes of game time. We have a tie game here, folks.
Very good drive and dish by Brown during that power play.
All right. Daniel Baradat with the quad ball in at keeper. It is 60-60 all. A head ref just called. As Baradat leaves the keeper zone, leaves the protected keeper zone behind their beaters. Well, currently, Brown Bears with dodgeball control. Megan Brown back in the game after a short penalty. Leary on the left of Baradat. They pass to Leary a lot. They're passing to Leary now. Leary passes over to the left to Rivera Sila. Rivera Sila looking, going back towards the center. Looking again, stops, goes towards keeper zone, backs away, goes back towards keeper zone. Rivera Sila still with the ball. Rivera Sila still with the ball,
nice
driving, and scores. Emerson takes the lead back, 70-60. But Brown Bears created a no dodgeball possession, so this could be another fast break.
Nice pass.
Pass Richardson to Flathers, a score. And we're tied at 70 again.
It's the same two again, this time on the other side of the pitch.
There's none, but this time Emerson
nice
drove
wrap.
into the no-beater situation. All right, Emerson still has none. Hands off to number 2 on Spencer Conrad. Spencer Conrad driving. And that's a good.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. They're going to talk about it.
They're going to talk about it. I don't know. That was a long beat.
Yeah, that was a long beat. From where I was sitting, it looked clear, but I'm a little further away than the refs are. So let's see what they call. If it's, let's see what the refs call. Oh wow!
Great beat. Great beat.
What a long beat to save what could have been a fast break by Brown Bears. So we're still tied at 70 apiece, and the quad ball is going to be inbounded by Emerson. And so the keeper from Brown Bears, oh sorry, not the keeper from Brown Bears, the chaser from Emerson, Rivera Sila, will be the one to inbound, as the keeper from Emerson was off broom. All right, and we're back. Baradat tags back in. Emerson has the quad ball looking to try to take the lead again. Rivera Sila passes it off. As the quad ball passes mid pitch, looking around, passes back to Baradat. Baradat with the quad ball in the center. Passes over to Leary, number 24. Leary fakes the pass, now passes over to Baradat. Baradat looking. Brown Bears has dodgeball control right now, going back up to Baradat. Baradat wants to throw. Leary scores. Brown Bears beaters were kind of stationary there, which allowed the easy score by number 24 Leary on Emerson.
It was nice, two-player back and forth game there between Baradat and Leary.
They were able to find the weak side there to get the score. As Brown Bears have the ball right now, Will Richardson with the quad ball, going over to Tommy Flathers. Flathers looking on the left side. Flathers goes back and forth towards keeper's own line, goes back on the other side of the hoops. Got some options. Goes back to passing around. Flathers saves it from going out of bounds, getting chased by a dodgeball player. Flathers wants to drive. Flathers looking.
Blocks the
beat.
Nice block there.
And score. And it is 80-80. All right, and we have just over 30 seconds left. Game time, when I checked, was or under 30 seconds left. We should have 15 seconds until intermission. And here comes that countdown.
Yep.
Straight to Tommy Flathers. Will Richardson holds.
Like Brown's going to get the last possession.
Brown will get the last possession. They could go into. They're stopping to recover dodgeball. But Brown will have final possession, and Brown could go into intermission with the lead.
Emerson has a beater right by the Brown keeper.
We have a tie game right now, set 80-80.
Brown's beater is all the way back behind
Richardson watching the beater, wanting to drive. Nice block by Richardson. Nice. Richardson goes back up a little bit, passes to Flathers. Flathers escapes the tackle and scores. That is 20 minutes. That is intermission. Brown Bears, they were down for most of this game, but they were able to take the lead going into intermission. The score is currently 90-80.
This would mean that the set score would be 150.
Yes, 150 will now be the set score as we have the flag runner come on pitch.
That was a good possession by Brown there at the end to score, despite Emerson having two dodgeballs and their Brown's beater being all the way back behind the play on their side of the hoops to start that possession.
Yeah, great awareness and great block by Richardson going up the sideline, keeping themselves away from the dodgeball and being able to block the dodgeball. Now, what will be interesting going into the flag runner on pitch period will be
maybe not
who has dodgeball possession, because that could be huge.
Yeah, so dodgeball possession essential in flag runner on pitch, because then you can create kind of a barrier wall around the flag runner, make sure that your seeker has alone time with that flag runner to try and get the 35 points.
Exactly. And with the game as close as this, I feel like both teams might want to focus on flag runner, because catching the flag will be worth 35 points. And so we could just see a chaser on chaser battle while the beaters and the seekers are dueling it out, trying to get to that flag runner.
Right. Both teams seem to be pretty even in the quad ball game, right? 90-80. So getting that 35 points would put your team, give an edge to your team to get towards that set score.
Yes, put you so much closer to the 60 points that you need from here on out. As it looks like intermission is about to come to an end, players are starting to return to their grooves.
So again, Brown is going to need, 60 points. Emerson, being down by 10, will need 70 points to reach the set score. Flag worth 35, so that's going to be key for both teams here.
Exactly. So let's see where everybody is. So Emerson has a quad ball right now. I see one dodgeball held by Emerson. I'm looking for the other dodgeballs. There's one dodgeball held by Brown. And where is that third dodgeball? And, all right, so Emerson right now has dodgeball control. All right. Baradot taking it up slowly around mid-pitch. Brown Bears keeping their beater at hoops right now. All right. Watching the quad ball game, 99 drives. Rivera Sila scores. All right.
Oh, almost fingertips on that flag for Emerson.
All right. Richardson with the quad ball for Brown Bears. Score is currently 90-90. We are past the intermission. We're on the flag runner on pitch stage. Richardson on the left side with the quad ball, seeing what the beaters are going to do. Richardson looks back towards the top. Wants a pass pass it over to Mateo Sai. Sai going back to Will Richardson. Richardson and Sai doing a back and forth on the sideline. Let's see what they do here. Going back towards the center with the quad ball play. Nice block there. And Emerson with the fast break. Emerson, nice stiff arm to escape the tackle, and Daniel Baradot scores. Daniel Baradot with the stiff arm and the score as Emerson goes back into the lead, 100-90.
Good coaching here by Emerson's coach, Kieran Collier, for their seeker. But Brown able to sneak in potentially and catch that flag.
Karsten Asua on Brown was the seeker there. Let's see what the call is.
I feel like that was the commentator jinx right there.
Yeah.
I was just complimenting Emerson's flag runner on pitch flag strategy, and then Brown able to sneak in there and capitalize on their opportunity potentially.
Let's see what happens here.
And it is
a good catch. Worth 35 points, and that puts Brown back in the lead. 125-100 is the current score. Set score is 150. Brown is back on top. It's been a back and forth game so far. So both teams, Emerson needs 5 goals. Brown needs 3. Richardson got chased by dodgeball. What a play by number 9 on Brown Bears to escape the tackle twice. Passes it back to Flathers. Flathers looking around, going towards the right. Flathers wants to go to the sideline, getting chased by a beater and a chaser, and a misbeat. Driving, and Tommy Flathers scores. Brown Bears increases their lead to 35, but I hear a none called. However, number 17 on Brown Bears, Boffy was able to recover the dodgeball as Daniel Baradot, what a nice block there. Going around, Baradot passes over the defense, going back to Rivera Sila. Rivera Sila wants to drive. Rivera Sila, what a beat.
Into that beat.
But Emerson was able to recover. Baradot gets the quad ball towards the sideline. Escapes the tackle and stay in bounds. Pressured by a dodgeball, passing it over. Passing to the open area. Leary shoots and scores.
That was a nice shot right there by Leary.
Emerson still in the game. Score is 135-110.
You know, anyone's game right now, you just got to score and make stops, and you'll get right back into it.
And Brown Bears is definitely up to the challenge of making stops. They give Emerson nothing easy defensively. As Brown Bears takes it up, Will Richardson with the quad ball, walking up with his beater, Fia Boffy. Passing it over to Setvik Padura.
Just over the small hoop, but it goes to their
recovers and scores through the middle hoops. Brown Bears is now 1 possession away from potentially winning this game. But Emerson does still get another possession. Let's see what they do here offensively. Baradot with the quad ball. Makes sure to get back to that keeper zone, and now Emerson's possession can continue as Baradot and Rivera Sila kind of swap places, going behind their beats. Baradot passes to Rivera Sila. Rivera Sila going off towards the left sideline. Fakes a switcheroo with number 5, going back to Baradot.
Oh,
Veridot passes through the hoop area. Emerson passes
okay.
number 99. Rivera Sila, nice
There we
dunk
go.
there.
Good draw of the beater and then dish it to your own player for that easy dunk opportunity.
Yeah, nice drive and dish. Brown Bears with the quad ball. They want to win this game. Richardson has the quad ball.
Emerson needs to make a stop here.
They're setting up in that hoop defense. 3 players straight on the hoops. They do not want this game to end now. Going back to Richardson with the quad ball. Let's see what they can do.
They want Brown to earn this win here. No easy shots.
Richardson passes over to number 8. Number 8 going almost
nice
gets
wrap,
the
nice
quad
wrap,
ball and nice beat.
Quad ball's on the ground. It's
And
looking like it's gonna be a fast break.
has a fast break.
That's
and scores.
Defensive stand that Emerson wanted there.
They did everything that they wanted to do and everything they should have done as we have a beater exchange. And it looks like Brown Bears tried to make a no-beater opportunity, but however, Emerson still has the quad ball as Veridot takes a seat. Jonathan Nam returns to the game for Emerson. Let's see what happens here. Quad ball in the center side with Flathers going to the left with Will Richardson. Richardson has the quad ball.
It's a drive. Beat before and recovered by Emerson.
Emerson wants to drive, but they slow down. They want to be careful here. They don't want to give Brown Bears an easy fast break opportunity. But let's see if Emerson can get to 140 because then it could be a next goal win.
Timeout. They want to talk about this right here. They're down by 1. Set score 150. Brown is at 145. They just need one more goal. Emerson is at 130. They need 2 more goals, and Emerson has the quad ball. So they want to discuss this, make sure they get the shot that they want. If they score here, it goes down to a golden goal scenario where either team, whoever scores then would win the match.
This has been quite the competitive game so far. If you've been with us the whole time, it's been really back and forth. Emerson was in the lead for most of the game, but then Brown Bears kind of snuck back in there just before intermission, and then they caught the flag runner, which gave them that boost. But Emerson has not quit. They want this win just as badly as the Brown Bears do. Everything we've said about the intensity from Brown Bears, we have to say the same thing about Emerson.
I've been really impressed with Emerson's past 2 defensive stands. Preventing Brown from getting that final goal. They've had dodgeball control, which has helped.
Yeah.
But they've been very methodical with their defense, making it very hard on Brown to get that last goal that they need.
Yep. All right, players are turning to their brooms. It's 130 to 145. Emerson down 1.5 goals. Barrett out with the quad ball. Emerson still has dodgeball control. Brown Bears have one of their beaters towards the hoops as Baradot takes the quad ball. Jonathan Nomsen back to hoops. Emerson playing it smart right now, going back and forth near keeper's own line. Leary with the quad ball on Emerson, waiting for a beater exchange. That's pretty smart. Brown Bears has their beaters right at hoops.
Ooh.
Beat near the hoops. Oh, throw it to Brown Bears. Brown Bears
recovered.
Let's see what happens. Emerson still has both dodgeballs.
All right. Brown's beater is behind the play right now.
But let's see what happens. Tommy Flathers with the quad ball going up the far left sideline. Carson Asua called for the ball, but it passed over to Will Richardson. Let's see what happens here. Richardson heading towards center pitch. Wants to pass, trying to see what they have. Going back towards the left sideline over to Flathers. We have a beater exchange near the hoops. Flathers observing, going over the hoops.
Spread the defense
Carson
out.
Asua back over to Richardson.
Ooh.
Richardson has an opportunity.
And it's good.
Goal.
Wow.
And ref checks, and that
confirms
it.
Brown able to edge out Emerson here. That was a good offensive possession. Spread the defense out to get that dunk on the small hoop.
Will Richardson with the game-winning goal there. What a nice game by both teams. All right. And that will be the final score here from U.S. Cup. You just witnessed Emerson College Quadball, and Brown Bears Quadball. Brown Bears taking the win here with the final score of 155 to 30.
To 130.
Yeah, 155 to 130. All right.
All right. Very exciting game. I liked it for the entire time. Hope to have more games like that today throughout the day today.
Yes, this was a good start to the day. No matter who won, this is a great game to start the day off. All right, I was Carlton. I was your play-by-play commentator.
And I was Justin. I was your color commentator.
Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.